Hey guys, today we have seen a brand new Ninja Strike update, which has brought a lot of really fantastic changes to the game. So today I will be going over the changes which added some really useful quality of life changes to combat and bossing in general, so let's just jump right into it. First off, there have been some changes made to multiple bosses in RuneScape, but most notably Elite Dungeons. So Elite Dungeons now have a unified drop rate for solo, duo, and trio encounters, meaning that now if you go in for a trio, you will get the same drops as a solo, but it will be split into 1/3 each. So for example, for Elite Dungeon 1, this means that duo and trio encounters will now award much more ancient scales than before. Also, the drop rate for the codices at Elite Dungeon 2 have been increased in the solo instances to a 1.2% chance, which is essentially a 1 in 83. And then the duo and trios are unchanged. You can see that as a duo, basically the solo drop rate is split in half. So overall, you do have the same chance at the codice, but it is split between two players. And then for the Shadow Reef, there is also another buff. So the duo and trio drop rates have been buffed. The duo rate is up 50% from before, and also the trio rate is up about 58% from before. So now you're going to have basically a 0.6% chance per player in trio to get an Eldritch Crossbow piece, which is a huge buff from before. Some other boss-related changes included some nice quality of life changes to Vorago, including his entry attack, now only dealing 70% of the player's maximum life points in normal mode and 90% in hard mode. There are also various other changes to Vorago, basically to make the fight a lot more friendly towards players, and some quality of life changes. These changes may even make it so Vorago can now be soloed. There were also some minor changes made to Raksha, including decreasing the rockfall area from 7x7 to 5x5, and also some minor changes to Phase 4. Other notable changes include the intro animation for Queen Black Dragon and Nex being decreased for players who have already killed these bosses, so you no longer have to go through that 16-second intro cutscene whenever you go and fight Queen Black Dragon. So now it's only a few seconds, which is really going to cut down on the boss kill times. Along with all of these boss-related changes, there were also various changes to abilities and spells as well. The most impactful change goes to Smoke Tendrils. The ability was slightly bugged since it always gave a critical hit, but the ninja team decided that this was a positive yet unintentional bug and decided to turn it into a feature. So Smoke Tendrils will now always deal damage as a critical hit, but it will no longer give adrenaline twice per hit when affected by Tsunami. Another ability change or ability tweak went to Surge, Escape, and Bladed Dive. Now, these abilities will no longer cause you to enter your combat stance outside of combat, so you no longer have to deal with that annoyance when you surge into the Grand Exchange and you can't open your bank for a few seconds since you're already in combat. Other changes include an increased range to Hurtler Bombs and improved use functionality from the backpack. You can now also toggle precise adrenaline values, showing you the decimal values of your adrenaline. Elite Dungeon chests have been increased from 32 spaces to 48, and the Croesus chest from 30 to 48. Another needed change was made to the Soul Rune production, which is actually a huge change. The cost of Soul Runes has been a problem in RuneScape, and it now has been increased to give triple the amount of runes per charge than previously, and the XP is unaffected. So this should cause the price of soul runes to drop a bit. There were also some minor changes made, including an update icon to the Trollium teleport icon, and quality of life changes like adding some old school type pre-EOC hit splats, which you can enable by going to your settings, gameplay, combat and action bar, hit splats, and then you just need to choose legacy EOC numbers. Another small yet pretty interesting and useful change was that they did add decimal places for the boss kill times, so now you can really compete with other players' kill times and possibly even beat them by a split second. Overall, I personally think these changes are great for the game. The unified drop rates for Elite Dungeons is really nice because now it makes duo and trio encounters worth it at ED1 and ED3. It might even lower the price on items like Ancient Scales and even the Eldritch Crossbow. The change to Smoke Tendrils is also another excellent change, and the same goes for the Soul Rune change, since now there's going to be many more Soul Runes in supply if people start making them through rune crafting, and it should drop the price. And so despite no new content with this update, it still is a positive and impactful update that, in my opinion, really does help RuneScape. And just looking through Reddit, you really could see how well this update was received by the community. Some people even said it was their favorite update of 2022 so far. Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about these changes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.